The sun is setting here nearby Empty Mountain. I'm actually right now on one of our neighbor's properties. There's like this upper road that's no longer in use that kind of strings along up here, and Morning Sun Meadow is that away, just a little bit. And Mike and I walk around often, take walkabouts, and this is one of our common routes. And before I continue, I want to offer an upcoming warning. So if you're someone who doesn't like seeing animal carcasses, if that's upsetting in any way, I would encourage you to turn off this video and not continue watching. Okay, so there's that. Just want to state that up front so that you're not just being confronted with something you weren't wanting to see. So I'm up here walking around, and actually a few days ago we came up here and we noticed and came across a pile of carcasses that a hunter, it's hunting season, that a hunter had dropped off and deposited in the woods, which isn't, I don't think, really a thing you're supposed to do, at least not around here. You're not really just supposed to dump your carcasses in the woods because of the, what is it called? There's like a chronic wasting disease. So they do ask that you not dump carcasses in the woods, but I'm not sure how many people would know that, or anyway. This is actually a spot where we've seen someone, I'm assuming it's probably the same person, has dumped carcasses here in the past also, so this is kind of their spot, it seems. And this time they deposited 1 elk, 2 deer, and a grouse. And we've been kind of checking in on this pile, so it's been attracting this awesome group of ravens who have been very vocal. And they've been hanging out here, enjoying the spoils of the carcasses. And other animals, too, have been here, I can tell already. They're making quick work of this pile, which I'm going to show you. So here's our sweet elk. And everything was very collected here initially. I think we kind of found it very fresh after it was deposited here. And now things are spread out, and the bones and the rib cages and stuff are just picked clean, which they weren't prior. Like, they were pretty clean, but and now like the bones are just spread out all over the place too. So either coyotes or wolves, maybe both, because we do have both in this canyon. Have been here and continued to come back here. I don't see the grouse anymore, so someone has taken the grouse elsewhere. But I did manage to get a few feathers from it. But yeah, gosh, this is the site. And this has been a site of other things in the past, and they've all disappeared. And I guess it's just amazing to me, like, it's cool to see it up close. Like, I enjoy kind of being confronted with this. Because one, it's just like, I don't know, I like having a closer relationship with hunters. For one, I'm a vegetarian. I've been a vegetarian since I was 12 years old. So it's a lifestyle at this point. But I think, like, I'm not a hard no when it comes to eating meat. So if, like, Mike got into hunting, I could see eating meat. If he got into fishing, I could see eating fish, you know. But at this point, you know, it's just been so long. I'm 46 years old. It's been a long time. And it's just like vegetarianism is what I know. You know, it's just like what I do. And anyway, so I like having this connection with hunters and hunting. Like, you know, I think hunting is like a really noble, honorable thing to do. And like, if you're going to eat meat, you know, like, hunting makes sense to me. you know, and having a connection with the land and the animals and yeah, it just feels right. So, you know, I like kind of being now where we live, you know, hunting is just, we're acutely aware of hunting. You know, there's gunshots that we can hear. There's, you know, frequently hunters are coming up because we're just surrounded by national forest and public land. So one of the big things that people come out here to do when they go past our cabin is go into the national forest, and hunting is one of the things folks are doing. And so, yeah, it's just, you know, it's just like, this is part of the cycle of life too. And then when the hunters get their animal, then, and deposit them in the woods, then, you know, the whole, you know, ecosystem is breaking it down, and like all of the animals are tending to the carcasses and getting nourishment off of them, and, you know, tending to the remains. And so it's hard also, like, we have deer that visit our land often. I so love seeing them. And like, for me, I mean, it's a mixed thing, because I'm just like, all the deer come on our land so the hunters can't get you. You know, like, this is a safe refuge for you. And also, like, I get that hunting is part of life, and like, I don't have any sort of belief system that everyone should be a vegetarian. Like, that's nothing I believe in. So I'm a vegetarian, and that's what I do, and that's it. So, you know, it's just, I don't know, it's an evolving, you know, sort of process to, you know, just have a relationship with the land, with animals, with hunting, with meat, with what I eat, you know, so yeah, and I, you know, as a practicing Buddhist too, I come up here and just, I see this, a visual reminder of like, death is part of life, you know, like, we are not meant to just live forever, and death is part of life for all of us. It's not something separate or bad or wrong or not supposed to happen. So I like kind of seeing this kind of thing, as hard as it is also. And there's something just really primal for me about like bones, especially. I gravitate towards bones and looking for bones around the woods. Bones, feathers, rocks, wood, you know, these types of things just really draw me in. And so, yeah, gosh, you know, sweet elk. We've seen a lot of elk scat around, and actually just this year, like just like 2 weeks ago, I saw my first small group of elk on our road. I saw 4 elk cross the road right in front of me, and that's actually the first physical time I've seen elk. Unfortunately, Mike wasn't with me, so I didn't get to share that with him. But we do see a lot of elk scat around, and now this sweet friend here, who gave her life to feed others. Yeah. The sun has gone down, at least here in the canyon. It's getting chilly. I decided to take a walk before I make dinner. And I've got bear spray in my pocket. I remembered. It's still active bear season. It's good to bring that along. So, this is me heading back to Empty Mountain to go make some dinner.